Leave Nigeria's bank account alone. Pity our bank account. I beg. I beg. I beg. People, I love you all. I love you all. Dear Middle Belt, something has to give. We need a better and more pragmatic approach to this situation. This has been 8 years of ranting, but as I speak to you, 29 more people have been killed in Plateau. So Lagos, I love you all. This is my ending of my submission on violence. Please, God bless you all. I told you it to be lengthy because I had all my facts written down. Thank you. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. It's always amazing having you on the platform. And, just sitting down, listening to you speak, there's something that just reels me up when you speak. I'm like, but you see, you cannot fight with emotions because you can't use emotions to fight facts. Facts are very, very stubborn. No matter how much you do not want to hear the truth, when the facts are read to you, you just have to accept it. Facts are very, very stubborn. Thank you very much. One more time for that submission, bro. Hopefully, our people in the Middle Belt will stand up and speak and understand that as it stands right now, it is in their hands. Honestly speaking, we can always come out here and we'll continue to speak out for you guys, continue to be a voice for you guys is important, but also understand that you guys can also and should also begin to find means and ways to stand up to these terrorists that are trying to occupy your lands. I'll just take a few comments. Jimmy, before I come to you, I'll take a few comments. Guys, please, we see all the requests. Everybody on the platform, everybody's going to speak. We're going to try and spend as much as possible time we can spend. But let me take a couple of comments, then I will come back to you guys. If you want to contribute on the platform and you feel you are not, I see the shy ones, you cannot speak, come on the comment section. The comment section
Also,
is...
Madam, if you feel like it's going to be long for you to get the mic, you can always condense your submission into a thread and in the comments. Yes.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I see the comment section on violence piece or another thing on its own. All right, let me start with Anze says, it is really so sad. My house help from Plateau State said just came to me saying, from Plateau State just came to me saying, Mommy, please, when you are praying, when are you praying for my people? They are killing us. I was so heartbroken and felt so helpless and angry. Westford, please, whose mic? Please let me please mute your mic, please. West for one Nigeria say, I'm wondering how the elites and army are keeping quiet and watching how one man is holding matches and is about to set the whole country on fire, all because of a lifelong ambition. Well-meaning Nigerians are shouting now, if this country scatters because of the elites, if this country scatters because you elites can't say the truth. All right, let me just take 1 or 2, 3 more, 4, 5, 6 comments. And Abuja people, please pull up and go hard on those criminals. Meet them by any means they want it with a picture of the obedient land, air, and sea. And that is from Chinelo Nello Babe. Ruthie says, best place ever. Yes. This is the best place ever. We pride ourselves with that. Thank you for all of you for always contributing on the platform. It's not easy. I go Lamidia Papa, you, that's your shower cap. You go look for him soon. Guys, go in the comment sections. Okay, I think from here.
But you said that man's cap, they're supposed to sell him on eBay or something. Who
will buy
that?
Who buy
Have you go buy that?
You won't buy bad luck. You just say your future go talk to native doctor.
I mean, may go buy Herbalist cap. Imagine.
All right. Sweet 16 says, Edda Kumboda Jimmy. Also greet the quiet, consistent listeners with our LP song. So some of us work hard behind the scene. If you know our quiet work rate, you go greet us. Not because we know they talk for spaces. Edda Kumbo. Jimmy, I think you will come up with that very soon. Please, let's guys keep the comment rolling. Okay. The last comment, and I think with this I'll yield the mic to Jimmy. They left Lagos to come meet us on court. We are also meeting them on court. They are going to hear on us. If they do anyhow, they will collect on us. If Apamu abuse Abina Apama is not careful, he will confirm better bass bows on us. Anyways, we will meet on court tomorrow. If you don't understand this, that stark illiterate that even using Grammarly, when he uses Grammarly to tweet, he will see fumble. That I can be shouting goat. If you see his tweet, he say, let me try and summarize his tweet. So you guys say, arrived in Abuja all for Lamidia Papa. I want to see the. Welcome one more time to the Vawulence Space. You're just joining us. It's going to be an amazing long night with you guys on the platform. Thank you for always supporting us. Please, up on the Jumbotron, I posted links to the killings on the plateau. Please, all right, Jimmy. If your voice not paying you, your hands are not busy, my brother. You have the mic now. Good evening.
Like 10 years,
Yes,
5.
I remember Sugar Belly.
When
He had a
Sugar
long
Belly talked
dread.
about Audu, the sons of the Audu guy
Wait,
that
is
ripped
that
that man, it is this motherfucker. It is him. It is him. Mustafa Abubakar Audu raped me. Sugar Belly Blast Kogi APC this is son. Prince
that's like
Mustafa
20?
Muna
Is it
Audu is
2015,
one of the
2016 or
7
when?
guys she claimed raped her back then. I yield. Now who will they snap picture with?
Wow. I don't forget about that story, Seth. If not because you brought it up now.
That was like around 2015 now. Towards the end of
Yeah.
2015. Remember when he was
Yeah, but
because it was during the
yeah,
election year. Oh my
that is. Saddam, I greet you, my brother Altumba Sizu. I mean, honestly, I don't have much to say. Sizu has dealt with this topic so beautifully. Honestly speaking, he don't dismantle the whole. Waiting, I won't talk again. My people. Sizu don't break tables. He don't put the table together. I can't break them again. So who wants to sit down on top of that table now? He don't talk everything finish. The truth of the matter is, there's a Yoruba proverb that says, Igi gogoroma gumiloju atoke latin wo. We're acting as if this thing is middle belt, just okay. Wow. It is getting closer to us now. Otumba said something earlier on. He said, Kwara, ibitoma gbawole niye. We have to nip this thing in the bud. Kwara, by the time it's from not Kwara, from Kwara, they went out Ogbomoso or they don't enter be that. And it will now be, they don't reach our own side. Oh. People you were ignoring at that point in time, they are helpless. They can't help you too. As far as I'm concerned, Middle Belt is a part of Nigeria. So whatever it is going on right now, we are still Nigerians. Honestly speaking, I feel so sad waking up every single day seeing dead bodies all over the place. Dead bodies. These are not mannequins. These are human beings on the ground. The one that broke my heart was the one of a lady being killed and the child was right next to the mother. That picture was heartbroken. Do you know what that is? And that child is crying. Normally, there's a Yoruba saying that said, Abiyamo king tasiri, meaning there is no mother that would hear the voice or the cry of his child that would not make an attempt or go there to see the child. But there's a lady right down there lying in a home pool of blood, and the boy kept crying. Nobody is going to lift that boy up. Do you know that kind of future the boy will have? Nobody has an idea. That boy has seen hell at his young age. That's an infant. Has seen hell. Now, God forbid, imagine that boy is your child. just for imagination purpose. Just put yourself in that situation. How are you going to feel? That is how I want us to feel right now. Most of us are feeling like that already, which is good. And that's the reason why we come here every single day to talk about this. We won an election and we will reclaim our election back. We'll reclaim our mandate back. We won an election. And you see, the reason why this mandate is paramount, right? It's because to some extent I can understand the reason why some people are more focused on this mandate, because trust me, the moment we claim this mandate back, it's going to solve 90% of the problems going on in Nigeria automatically. As in, did you understand what happened during the election period? The Boko Harams, all of them, they didn't know what was going to happen. They did not know. It was after the election.
God bless you.
They did not see if Obi had been declared the winner. Aye. Some people will just disappear from Nigeria. Some people go they go they pack their load, then go they
God
beg.
bless you, Jimmy.
They will start so what we are doing right here, we know we are uprooting evil. It is not
And
going.
Jimmy, do you know why? Do you know why they will pack and move? Because they is someone that they know that has the political will to fight them.
Say you understand. Say
That
you understand.
this one will kill us.
They
This one.
know.
No,
They know
imagine,
the system.
Otumba, Jimmy, imagine Peter will be saying all Boko Haram terrorists be absorbed into the Nigerian army. Just think whether that is even possible.
That's
But it
not
has
gonna
happened under Buhari.
that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And you see, guys, this battle we are fighting is not just a local battle, international battle self. The countries you expect to be on your side, they will not be on your side. You know why? If Nigeria better, the best architect in America, na Nigeria, best doctor, best dentist, na Nigeria, we go back to Nigeria. Do you know the brain drain that will happen in America and UK? They cannot risk it. So I don't blame them for what they are doing. This is what they call diplomacy. Diplomacy. It's good. Let them keep doing that. It
This
is
is
now,
Jimmy's colonization 2.0, but this time
honestly speaking,
it is
on,
now the brain power of the country that have colonized. But go on.
bro, do you know when I tell you we on this space alone, we can run a country. I know my capability, and I've come across people of different calibers on this movement. My brother, we are blessed. Are you seeing what
If you give me
Nigerians are doing
Ministry of
worldwide?
Information, I'll change this country. I'll turn this country around in 4 years.
Are you seeing what Nigerians are doing worldwide? Are you seeing how we are shattering records all over the place? But yet, the worst of us will come and rule the best of us. Why? How? Peter Obi said something recently. He said it would have been better if they had brought Oshibajo. This man is not after himself. He's after good governance because he knows even this one self Oshibajo still better pass this mannequin wey na Blinken. He knows the implication of this man coming. It will become a narco state. Shizu, I tweeted a video yesterday about a gang shooting. I did that deliberately. That will be a sin in Nigeria as time goes on, because wherever there is drug, money follows. Whenever there is money and drugs, death follows.
My brother, there
Right.
was a gang shooting in Ikoyi, Lagos, when a truck transporting hard drugs was driving. I read that here. Things are
Bro,
happening in this country already. We just don't.
I,
There was a full gang
you,
shootout
you,
on Awolowo Road.
they make money. They make mad money out of this. And from that, you start seeing territorial fights. You start seeing, they never even, Tinubu never even went and said, don't they do that one before I come off for Nigeria. But now, imagine him being in that position. Right now, Nigeria is on the verge of becoming a narco state, right? It's on that verge right now, becoming a narco state. Do you know what that is? That means whenever this guy is traveling, there's going to be a diplomatic cargo. And anything that has to do with diplomatic cargo doesn't have to be checked. Now anything where they inside, in and out. Anything where they inside, in and out, in and out, in and out. That is the level at which drugs will be imported and exported out of Nigeria. When Obi is saying we'll move from consumption to production, this man has a different perspective. Tinubu own now importation of drugs and exportation of whatever it is he wants to export. Are you seeing the lives of
Jimmy, they don't even need
Nigeria?
Jimmy, they don't even need to import again Nigeria.
Can you
Nigeria
understand?
we will start planting it. We have our ground is very fertile. There's nothing that Nigeria does not grow on Nigeria. Sorry.
Bro, very
opium now we start planting opium in Nigeria.
Bro, our land is so fertile. Let me tell you, I've lived 10 years in the UK. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Abu Dhabi, South Africa. I've been all over the place. But guess what? Ordinary banana, okay, the way we they chop for Nigeria. Banana. The best banana I've ever had in my life is in Nigeria. Honestly speaking. Organic banana. The ones where then they sell for America here, where they call organic. It go be like say, chalk in your mouth if you don't chop and feel it. Starch, everything still in your mouth. We are blessed.
You have to go to Whole Foods.
Bro. Wait till they call
Otumba is right. Whole Foods, banana for Whole Foods, they get that black dot for Whole Foods. You go lick banana, you go lick orange for Whole Foods. Now only 2 seeds go come out.
2 seeds. You said they even see seed. You know seed they come out, and there's no.
Seedless.
Now seedless they do now. We chop for
bro. There is nothing like see. Man, I miss my country.
Jimmy, if you talk to, I think the funniest part is when Europeans, like I think I once had a German co-worker that came to the US and they start talking about the fruits and they would just like, how is this? How do you sell this in this country? How do you sell this in this country?
Bro.
Our food is gone. We already know. Waiting with the job. God.
Bro, we are blessed in Nigeria. There's a particular place in Ibadan that I buy orange from. You know, our orange is not actually orange in color.
Jimmy, let me ask you a question. Have you been to Benue State before?
Bro, I've been there once. I know they are blessed yams.
Hey,
Yam.
Jimmy, God punish Nigerian leaders. God punish Nigerian. See, Satan kiss Nigerian leaders. Nigerian leaders are the Jimmy. If you go to Benue State, if you're driving from Plateau to Benue State, Jimmy, you go see, you will cry for this country,
bro. The kind of
too blessed where we are.
Kind of blessings in Nigeria. You see, our fruit alone is a blessing if we know how to. The best cashew in the whole world, na Nigeria dey. Cashew, the best one na Nigeria. And the cashew nut, when they break it, what they can make out of it. Let me go back to the orange. Our orange for Nigeria, it has, green. It has this greenish part, but that is orange. The orange I know. Here, for you, America, the orange na color orange. The orange na color orange. And if you cut am, no seed dey inside. I don't know where now they see 2 seed for na hole. No seed dey inside. Then they write am like seedless. But you see the one for Nigeria, you get one malam where they did my junction. Hausa guy. I miss that guy. If that guy handle one orange after fast, the guy dey fast. If he handle one orange, he go squeeze one whole orange. Like 20 seed don't enter his mouth. Come they shoot on like bullet. Say this one. Yes. The fun of that is mad. You go sip out, you go squeeze. Person will never chop since morning. Go squeeze orange. Those kind of people, they know they use knife, cut them. They go just put teeth, nyam. Bite them from top, squeeze them. They bullets, they shoot orange seed out. That is the quality of organic fruit we have in Nigeria. We don't have it anymore in America here. If we can import those fruits down here, if you know the market of African foods in America alone, in Chicago alone, brother, I know how much I spend on gari. I know how much I spend on pounded yam. But not be yam. The yam we buy here in America here, not from Nigeria. It comes from Ghana.
Jimmy, that's what I'm saying right now. Even the gari self.
It's Ghanaian now. The
palm oil, Ghana. Ghana. What
Ghana.
the fuck are we doing in that country?
Honestly speaking, and you know what? Their yam is not as good as ours. If you buy the yam, half of it you don't spoil. They go use knife, they cut and cut and cut and cut.
No, see me, I'll be the honest one. My wife, we usually buy like 3 or 4 because we use 3 or 4 to make one.
My
They use
goodness.
3 years to make one full
How,
yam.
and guess before I left Nigeria, I registered my company, Black Seal Limited. I have an export license to export, my brother. You guys know people. You guys know people. Son, you go son, you go NAFDAC, you go this, you go, and they won't collect money. Money when you want to do business, they don't collect and finish for your hand. But when we have people like Peter Obi come in, this man's telling you a son of nobody will become somebody without knowing anybody. These are the people we are trying to get out of the way. They will not allow. And this thing is not taking, they're not going to give it to us easily. We have to grab it. We are doing it legally now. And the reason why we are doing it legally is because of the person we are following. He trusts in the judicial system. We don't. We know it's dead. I keep saying it. He does. He believes in them. But we are following him. No wahala. Let the judicial system now make it official. Say, yes. We know say don't die, yo, but we don't put stamp on top and bam. Nobody will come to space to ginger anybody to fall outside. Though. The amount of people mad right now in Nigeria is overwhelming. Oh. He passed all these kudus, all these useless ones, and they see all over social media. Oh. People are boiling. People we don't even know say violence space day. People we don't know say Twitter space day. People we don't even know say we they do anything online. We did our work. God bless Mark. God bless everyone that made impact in this movement. We did our work. We rose money. We gave people on grassroots level. People were going outside to meet people. There was a particular night I saw people waking up around 5 o'clock to go to market, early morning market, just to evangelize to people about Peter Obi. I see Jesus, and they were carrying lantern. Places where cars can't even reach.
I will cast her every time. Princess, there's a princess from Rivers.
Bro,
anytime I see princess on my WhatsApp, she's on some boat somewhere, or she was in some village somewhere. Always like, and a lot of my WhatsApp status was that way, where you just see obedience just trooping out.
Otuba, that was the genesis of our rigging. That was when we started rigging this election. That was how we rigged this election. We did our fucking jobs. We went out there, they told us we didn't have structure. And we went back to the table. What do we need to do to get the structure we need to get this power? And we got it. We went back, we figured it out. We knew we had to go to the grassroots level, and people started doing it on their own. People were dropping their money. People were dropping their bicycles. People were dropping their bikes. Keke. Everybody was dropping something. People were using their money to do stickers. People were fighting all over stickers. People were arguing over stickers. People were disturbing people for stickers. They just want to put at the back of their phones. So what are you telling us? We did our rigging by reaching out to people. We didn't just reach out to them. We reached out to their consciousness. We told them the difference between light and darkness, and they went for light. That was why we won so bad. They thought we rigged that election. But guess what? Nowhere they can take that result to, or anywhere. Not be just this Earth, on the planet Earth, make them carry and go another world, another planet entirely. We won that election overwhelmingly. I saw news recently. I'm not sure if it's fake or not. Yakubu, they say we regret announcing the results. Yo, Kaye, that one no concern us. We know say we win. So this one way that your regrets put that for your own pocket. Let us follow due process. We are under pressure. We cannot televise. No, Kaye, that one are your own wahala. Bring that result to. Court day tomorrow. You don't give APC their own. Bring that result to. We get our own. Bring your own out. Let us put them for table. Make them see. Guys, go and rest your mind. See that 29 is just that we've done talking before. It's just someone's date of birth. It has morning, afternoon, and night. It will be a normal day. When they will realize that people are mad in this country. When they realize that people are not happy in this country, is when they will tell Tinubu say, no be you win the election. No. In go come talk say no go come out. See, me, Jimmy, me, I go hold space to sponsor anybody where they fight. I go hold space. I go hold space to sponsor anybody. Say Supreme Court don't give judgment. Oh, say Tinubu, you are the election
You go
that
hold space. You go hold space. My brother, I go fly down to Nigeria.
bro.
You go for sure
I
with.
go
You go
raise
for sure with
money.
the mad.
You go come talk say you no go come out there. I go hold space. I go sponsor people because at that point in time, heaven and earth don't speak. Say they don't want you. Whatever it is he wants to do now, I'm looking at it in a way that he just wants to get there, recover the money he has spent so far, do some minor things to raise the money he has spent so far. That is his own wahala. As for me, election is not yet over. All these two people that are talking, move on, election is over. Ayeyima Bajeni. Because when it happened in 2011, it was move on in Adu. It reached 2015, and I still move on. The thing when I not correct for 2011, come worse for 2015. It was for 2015, and I still do move on. It can't enter 2019. It was now worse, and I still they do move on. We don't enter 2023 now. But unfortunately for you all, obedient are now involved. We're not fucking moving on. We are not moving the fuck on. Right now, the last judgment we are expecting now, because whichever way go for appeal court, go still enter Supreme. The very time when this election go end, now when we hear the last judgment from Supreme Court, that is when election 2023 is over. But for now, we have a mandate to recover, and on God we will recover it. All I'm just gonna say to Obedient is keep up the good fight. Hold that line strong. Hold that line. Do not shake. Don't let them shake your faith. Hold that line. They are now using the experiment of conformity. They will keep telling you, it's just one state now. It won't make any difference. No, we won that election. We have proof, overwhelming proof that we won that election. Stand on your ground. We won that election and we will reclaim it. Obi said it. We won the election and we will prove it. We are in court for a reason. We will prove it. I don't want to say much. Sisu has already spoken and he has said a lot. Thank you, my brothers. Otumba, Saddam, Sisu, God bless you guys. I've gotten a lot of DMs. People have been complaining about this LP song. So, who don't retweet? Now, yeah, I'm going to call now. If you don't retweet the space, I will call you. If you don't retweet, you're on your own. So if I don't call your name, so now it's like if you hear your name on Vawulence space, say they don't call your name. You say go get like 10 followers, 20 followers. You do so on the upgrade. Retweet this space.
I beg, make a shout out to our gubernatorial candidate from Delta State. Ken Pella is here. We see you, sir. You're welcome. Jimmy, you can do the rest, please. Thank you. Big Joe.
Right. So let me just heal our guys, the regular ones, as we always do. We changed the system now. We're not just mentioning names. We need to go with the flow now. So all right, let's go. Okay. Where you mean? Welcome, JP. Oga Michael, Mazi FA, Anka Dede, Mazi Oti, well meaning Nigeria, Auntie Naomi, Omega X, Olawaski, Auntie Duncan, Very White, Ayobami, NC Force, Omalatika, Stole, Anti-Spotlight, Omoaka, Orops, D-Jack, Anti-Bolande, Madonna, Hello. Auntie Ella, Auntie Nina, Honorable Ada. Okogan. Ada Oweri, Ayobami, Auntie Ella. Okuoros, Oga. Okuoros, Oga.
He didn't call the archbishops. I mean, we don't follow for the LOP.
God bless you.
Prophets are not appreciated in their hometown.
Vawulence space. Ogadare. Zilo. Oga PhD. Uncle Tony. Emeka. Uncle Ma.
Rotting corn. This particular episode, he go they choke them for
Honestly
them.
speaking, that's how we acknowledge ourselves.
Work. But you see people that are supporting Peter, we want to come and put our money where our mouth is and help shape Nigeria. We want to develop Nigeria. Because if you think that Nigeria will work by the money that is in Nigeria, you're failed. Nobody, I am saying it now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a disaster waiting to happen. No diaspora is going to come and invest a kobo in a Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Nigeria, including his own diasporans. That's why they came and vote and ran away.
The problem is he won't even be healthy enough to be a disaster. He's not even healthy enough to be a disaster. So he'll be a
I'm trying to imagine. No, I'm trying to
Buhari
give
is
him
a
the
disaster.
leverage. Let him give him the leverage that is healthy. Let's give him the leverage that is healthy. Nobody will come and invest in his Nigeria because then now everybody how am I going to hide in green passport? You want to come and say be drug dealer? Let us open the floor for our people. Let's open the floor for our people. We have spoken for a very long time. Let's allow people to act. Guys, sorry for how long we have kept you guys waiting. I believe you guys. Some people are saying people should not even stop speaking. Let people write on the comment section. But no, I think everybody should talk. Let's allow people contribute. Let people speak. Yes, it is why we open the space. I think
I just have a request. And my request is to the Delta State outgoing governor. the 71 billion supplementary budget that they just gave you, shall do dental surgery. Make that guy do dental. I mean, if you the one way you know the money where you know the carry since you don't do that. Baba, please, Okoa, go and visit the dentist in the US. We don't say you can get money for this country because they just approved. This man has how many days to leave office? They approved 71 billion.
God. Final clearing.
That brace is where Kowa they refuse to wear. They pay you, Abi. I think an enemy in the vex.
All right, let's take 2 or 3 comments and we'll come to our speakers. Omar Latika say MidBelt massacre are retributions for the vote APC lost. It is open cleansing of the Christian enclaves in quotes, according to El Rufai's phraseology. Hi all, please follow the parallel facts for real news. That's Mary White. Someone said, Jimmy, you don't call my name. Lord said, Jimmy, you don't call my name. I don't need to talk too much. You go dream of Apapa this night. Come on, bro. Come on. You don't want Jimmy to... man, that's wicked of you, bro. Okay, Mr. Kena says, N6, area Saddam, the organ transplant facilities for Aeon government people that may need a kidney or two. It will be called the Equere Rock Transplant Center. Okay, guys. The Equere Rock. There's an Astro Rock. Equere Rock Transplant Center. It is crazy the way people are being killed as though they were just chickens, and this government is going about business as usual, like nothing is happening. Again, I ask, what really is the value of a Nigerian's life? Stop the massacre in the MidBelt. That is for my brother, Dr. Umezie. I see you, my brother. Thank you. Guys, let me jump back to our speakers right now. Let us allow our speakers react to the whole space and our topic for the day. Thank you for sticking with us and staying strong with us on the platform. God bless you all. All right, let me come to you. Azim Namdi, I'll come to Real Level Best. Level Best, has been Abuja. I think you have some stuff to tell us on what's happening on ground and how they're planning for tomorrow. But I just want to take 1 or 2 speakers because Real Level Best episode is also a monologue. So I think let's rush like 2, 3 speakers and I'll come to Real Level Best. All right, Azim Namdi, my brother. If your hands are not too busy, if your mouth is not paining you, please unmute your mic and speak. Or I will come to Oladipo next. Azim Namdi, you have the space, 4 minutes. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. Good evening, Emir Saddam. Good evening, Maoga. Tumba, my chairman. I want to say very good evening.
Yes, so you are the vice chairman APC now.
No, I'm
yes.
the secretary, sir.
Secretary, sorry.
Secretary. So I did a lot of work while you were away with our principal in London. So I had to.
Wait, which of the principal? Because
Okay.
we are chairman APC, but our interest is LP.
Well, good evening, everybody. Maoga Sizu, good evening, sir. I want to welcome everybody to this space. I'm pleased to Maoga Jimmy. This is Church of Vawulence. If you look at the name, you see that church came first before the violence aspect of it. We have to be very careful so that it will not be like the story that I told you people in church, where a man of God came and called everybody's name that will make heaven, and my name was not there. The feeling we have now in this, our church, most times if your name is not there, it will be as if your name did not make it to heaven. So I understand the people that say, you have not called my name, you need to call my name, because it's important to mention that name so that they will know that their name is in the list.
Honestly, my DM don't fool now. People don't they accuse me, say, you don't mention my name, you don't mention. I'm sorry. So sorry. This is how it works. First come, first serve. If you come church early, your names go there on top. So I'm just for people here, over 1,000 people. Do you know how long it's going to take for me to mention the whole 1,000? Even though I know, say 300, I want it budget 300 be APC PDP. You want me the so you can go and you make Kudus go they call on a name, not before here. So, but for my obedient guys, don't worry. We'll do it more often. I promise I'll do my best to mention people's name. Thank you. God bless you. Back to you now, Nandi.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother, because the thing they sweet, I'm not gonna lie you. Once I hear my name, my head will just go like this. The thing is really wonderful. Thank you so much for the way you welcome all of us to the church service. Today, I want to stick strictly to the tribunal and the recap. I tried to, when Saddam was speaking, he said that anything we do not talk about as obedience, the thing dies a natural death. So, as far as the internet is concerned, when I mean Twitter, I mean Facebook, anything, even TikTok, anything obedience do not lay their hands on, the thing will not have life. And that is why you see that some people, yes, it's a movement. Some people will come in and then in a bad way, just like the Pampas story and the man constituting nuisance up and down. Because of the man, I have a return ticket from Abuja. I'm currently in Lagos, but I have a return ticket from Abuja to Lagos. So I just wanted to pay and just go for the court case tomorrow. But be that as it may, something came up this morning which I need to attend to tomorrow morning, so I couldn't move. But why I'm here is that I'm here for my brother, Real Best. I will say some things in code, but I want to tell us that somehow I have followed the petition tribunal of our last court case. And you see that day, I must tell you, Real Best, our brother who is here, was the hero of that day. And I want to put it in code. I don't want to say some things because of the people we have on space here. But I want to make it clear to us that Real Best was the hero of that day. And that was the day, in fact, I told myself that even if it is once, I'm just in Lagos here. Let me just get to our court case and come back. It doesn't take, some of us who are very tall, they will allow us into the, who have intimidating height, iron our kaftan very well, to clean, we just pass and enter. Especially go very early in the morning around 6 o'clock or 6:30, latest, you are in the court premises. Real Best really motivated me, and Real Best played a very key role that I also will not want to mention here. He knows what I'm talking about. And my brother, please, I want to encourage you to keep it up. And please, I want to encourage the entire everybody on this space. Let's try to reduce Saddam and Otumba and Sizzle's work and Jimmy's work on this space. We are all brothers. Somebody like me now, I will not be able to make it to Abuja tomorrow. But at least, even if na my feeding money or my flight money, I go press and enter Real Best account. At least Real Best is supposed to be in the best hotels, eating the best food, chilling. Real Best cannot come here and be begging. He's not a beggar. And he is, if you are in London, you are US, you are in Akwa Ibom, so far you are not in Abuja, he is there to defend our mandate. And he has played a very key and important role in the past sitting. And that is why I'm saying one of us here is representing Vawulence space and representing the obedient movement at the forefront. Some of us will fire from the rear, some will fire from online, some will play defense, but Real Best is playing attack. And we must do everything humanly possible to support his attack. He can as well be in, I know he usually is, I think in Osun State or somewhere, the very first time we started the movement. So for him to have fully gone to Abuja and is giving us first-hand information, all the videos you see online is parallel facts video or Real Best video. All the videos you see that even the Mumu APC people are using to do propaganda is parallel fact video or Real Best video. So please, if you're on this space, you don't need Saddam or Otumba to come and start soliciting for funds for Real Best. This thing is something we should know. It's a responsibility that we should know. It's our responsibility. If you are not going to be in Abuja, press your feeding money. Assume you're feeding money Someone like me, if I do one night in Abuja, know how, 20K, 30K just for food, go. If now your flight money, you don't check and you be like, since I'll not make it to Abuja, you go press your flight money. Just go. You don't need somebody to come here and announce, please, we need to support our own, this movement. We need to. You put Emir through stress. These are things that Emir doesn't like to do naturally. Otumba through stress, we are all one. They'll start preaching. Time we'll use and do other things, they'll start and use it to preach. No. Press something into Level Best. He has an account. Request for his account. Go to his DM. Request for his account. Collect it. Level Best, at least, we must sponsor him. He is one person who is at the forefront. There is a very important role which he played, which he must continue to play in that tribunal case. Press something, enter. Make the guy day all right. Like he is supposed to be okay. It's not a crime for him to be in the best hotel. Not 15K, 20K hotel per night, though. The best of the best, chilling and representing us. So that if he do video go clear. Because if he no chop well, if he do video, he go bad hand, video no go clear. He gets some things, so he needs energy to do most of these things. So please, I am here to solicit for my brother.
Oga Easy, one second. Let me interject you for a minute.
Jimmy, before I even interject him, I've already posted. People already my DM asking me for Level Best account. Thank you for saying this, Easy, because me honestly speaking, I get so tired when I come out here and I say this all the time. I just get so draining. Thank you for doing this. Honestly, I know the work the guy he has put in, the sacrifice and everything, but when you come up on spaces, it's always me coming out. It's just like I'm telling you, you people are seeing it. You're seeing it. You understand? But I just get tired myself. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I don't want to talk. I just want to talk. But thank you for saying this, my brother, and all of you reaching out to me in the DMs. God bless you all. His Level Best account is up on the Jumbotron right now. I just posted on the Jumbotron. Please, whatever I think you can do for this, our brother, please. He has run away. He don't run.
Don't run. Exactly, don't run.
He don't run because he don't even know how to talk out.
He don't
Yeah,
run.
because isn't I'm there. I swear, God dropped this in your heart because
Honestly,
I'm guilty. You know why? He was me and him spoke. Was it last week? And I was supposed to get back to him on the space, say it on this Tuesday's space, but work, so many things took over. Like, and I know there are also people here that typically reach out to him. God bless you. You put it yourself, but please and please, like he said, whatever it is, it's big enough for sound information. And then I remember when he even started traveling. I think his first trip was this Nasarawa rally or where it was boss by boss.
Nasarawa. That guy has gone
All
through
the way from Osun State. And some people say, who send me message? I don't see things that way. It's our representative here, and Violence Space, we're a family. We're not. And believe me, if you know one of the hardest things I said I'm doing is to ask for money. So people don't know how long it took for us to
bro. Let me help
Hmm?
you. Let me help you. You see, the thing is, people don't understand when we say Real Level Best is the one representing on ground. Do you realize that wherever PO is, Real Ever Best have access to that place? That is golden, right? And one thing about him is he doesn't talk up, he doesn't shout about it. There's a particular video. That video was from Real Ever Best, and that video is circulating right now. The video of what happened in the courtroom when this weary man won't sit down for where POD, where they just sit down. Real Ever Best was the one holding his phone to video, and I did not even know it was him, not until he turned the phone to himself. That was when I realized, and I was like, wow, it was this close. He could actually enter the courtroom to do all that. And the interesting thing about this guy is he doesn't spend money anyhow. I'm not meant to be saying this. The last time he went to Abuja, when they postponed the case, Real Babes was actually saying he has to go back to Oshun. I said, why? He said, because hotel money will be more expensive. So it will be cheaper for him to go back. Then he will come back again on Friday. I was like, what the hell? This man is not. Do you know you are endangering your own life going back and forth? Don't worry, I will take night bus. This man doesn't come on space to ask for money. He spoke to me about it. And one thing about me is, I mean, October knows, in as much as I'm multitasking, but I'm always busy all the time. If you don't engage me a couple of times to bother me, I won't act. And from your own perspective, you would think maybe I've forgotten or I'm ignoring you. No, Real Level Best is doing a lot of work. And honestly speaking, I do believe I'm owing him a lot. But when people say, they don't get structure, they don't get structure, this is the point they are waiting on us, because they know we don't have the collective fund, the amount of money they've stolen. They know we don't have it. But guess what? We have ourselves to gather together to drop money, right, to support ourselves. They don't know we have that strong connection. This is what we have as an obedient. We have this togetherness, and we'll be making use of it. The reason why I'm supporting Real Level Best is simply because any money going to him, he spend the money, he spends money very, very prudently. Very, very prudently.
And he does something most Nigerians do not like to do. If you ask him how you spent
He
your
go tell
money,
you.
my brother will never. He will tell
He
you.
go tell
Like
you.
Nigerians, if you ask
Honestly,
Nigerians, generally
he
that
go
question,
tell you.
they'll be like, are you saying?
Otumba,
Baba, I'm not asking you to say you are
you know
wasting money.
their
I'm just curious. Like,
he
oh,
go call they tell you the ones where you
so
not even supposed to tell you, say. You go, I say,
I just
hey brother,
laugh.
you don't do. I beg. No, I don't want here. I beg. You don't do. Don't worry. I know say you don't spend. It will break it to the least. He go tell you say buy pure water, and they tell them say they give her. You go make them reduce pure water. I said this. No worry. You don't do. So man, guys, it's all love from my side. I would any day, anytime. I will drop my funds to support Real Level Best, because it's not just doing it for doing its sake. He's going inside the courtroom with them. He's right next to them in the courtroom. He's taking pictures. He's giving you first class information. My soldier don't reach here now. Let me attend to him. Are you back now, guys?
Eze can go on, please.
Okay, so thank you very much, Jimmy, for that. So please, it is nobody is supposed to represent anybody. We are actually all supposed to be in that court because it is our mandate. I always say it. Peter Obi made two statements. The first one he told me was go and verify. No politician had ever told me said that kind of thing to me. The second one is that he made it clear to me that I am contesting election through him. And that is the basic reason why I always say it. I followed my result from polling unit to ward, from ward to collation center, and came back to my house by 3 a.m. I stood up to PDP. We shout, they shout. Raise the 2x2. Fight, they fight. Invite army, made them come. All these things in one night. They put call to military people. Why no? Because if they want constitute your nuisance with your gang, I have my own people that will come to my help. So I fought all these things because it is my mandate. I am in court. Everybody in violence space is not fit to be in court. We are in court. And if you cannot be in court, if my food money or flight money or your boss money for those that use road, press the thing, enter. Me now, I'm supposed to be, possibly if I was in Abuja tomorrow, I will not have maybe bothered to press anything to Real Level Best because me, I gas press myself. They all right for the Abuja. But as I know I gas press one of my logistics, go for them. That's the normal way to do things. So that representation we are getting, we will get it to the fullest. Please, that is just my own about the tribunal because the case still continues. So we should do our best to keep Real Level Best. You don't see us. I didn't even know about this story of going to Oshun. In fact, him that is traveling by road, I don't know how he's doing it. All his movements should possibly be by flight because we know
I
the
swear, and every time he travels is by road. He's always like I'm in my head. I'll be thinking, Baba, hey, bro, no, how much will he fly? Like, he wants to go by road because he's not one of those that just wants to get money from you for no sake, And he also doesn't like asking for funds. It's difficult for him. I know that, but he's just doing what he can. So please, let's support as much as you can. Thank you. Continue, my brother.
Yeah, so please, Real Level Best. In fact, yesterday, I had to beg him for his account because The fact that you're on space or on space with somebody does not even really give you the right to go to his DM. Yes, you're trying to do something, but I had to come out to it in a way like I had to make him comfortable. I had to beg him. In fact, I said it the first line, he ignored it. I said it the third line, he ignored. I had to keep requesting before he eventually. So please, let's all support ourselves as brothers and see to it that this our court case, we will follow it up to the end. And please, I don't know if it is possible. Real Ever Best, if you are here, limit me as a person. Anywhere flights, no, they go, they had me. So we should try as much as possible to also put him on flights and make him as comfortable as possible to represent us and to give us those first-hand informations. That is what I want to say on the Presidential Tribunal recap. Then about the Middle Belt killing, I want to make it clear to us. The killing in Middle Belt is an APC jihad killing. Is when you say it's from presidency, tomorrow, Labour Party will be the president of this country. So presidency is an office that people come and go. It is APC. This is a manifesto. It's just that it is part of their manifesto that they did not publish. That is why it's a silent manifesto. Because I do not see the reason why 29 people were killed in Jos. Our president did not say anything. But the moment in fact, to show you that he has lost count, he thought that it was actually US citizens that were killed, the 4 people. He thought it was US citizens. That was why he rushed to his media aides or whatever. They do not even have the first-hand information. They rushed immediately to go and say, the 4 people that were killed in Anambra, it is totally condemnable. You are condemning 4 US aid workers, the Nigerian workers that work with US. You made a mistake because those people must probably be Igbo people. But because they do not have the information, the Mumu went and tweeted as president of the country to sympathize with America because 4 people were gunned down in their convoy. But you have not seen 29 in Kaduna. You have not seen 40 that comes every two days from Southern Kaduna. You have not seen the 37 from Jos. Our president and our APC, they do not hear about the village that was wiped out in Nasarawa. They have not seen the Ekwa pastor that was killed. They don't see all those ones. Unless it has to do with America or China, maybe possibly a China contractor is gone down. He will write something. So it is an APC manifesto. The killings in Middle Belt is an APC manifesto. And the only advice I have for the Middle Belt is, please, my brothers and sisters, you must group yourself and protect yourself. You people are fighters, and you cannot go down without a fight. It's not possible. You must defend yourself. You must gather in your numbers and form a security network. Form a security network that will protect your villages and hinterlands. If not, this is a manifesto, it's an agenda, it's a plan, and they are following it. Their ogas in Abada will never talk about it because you do not expect somebody to condemn what he is sponsoring. It doesn't make logical sense. Somebody cannot sponsor the killing in your zone, and then you turn around and go and sit in front of the person's door, telling the same sponsor to make a comment about what he's sponsoring. It doesn't work that way. So you must come together. You have your people in all the security app. You must have a general security meeting of all Middle Beltans. You people, your people in the military, in the police, you must gather yourselves together and end the killing of your mothers. It is terrible. A small baby will be crying on top of the mother's body. And we have a president. We say we have a president in this country who is having his dentist, he's treating, from the place he's treating his teeth. He was able to tweet about the American whatever that were shot. If not that America came and told us that nobody And you see America, the way they said it, that one is, it was just a passive statement. Because if an American citizen was involved, we foresee shaking. So, but please, Middle Beltans, as we amplify it online, speak about it on our various WhatsApp, and trying to alert Nigerians. And the funny thing is that APC have bought over all the media channels. If not for Twitter, nobody will know there is killing in the north. I post yesterday, day before yesterday, in my status, I brought out the whole day and said, please, for you people who are on my contact list, I want to show you people as you are in your house eating rice and enjoying. I want to show you what happened in the Middle Belt for last week that was not reported by any channel's news or any media newspaper in Nigeria, simply because of a state capture that is being perpetrated by APC. Follow me. I posted more than 10, all the videos, all the pictures from Twitter. You see people shouting Jesus. When did this happen? People don't even know, because the media intentionally will not report it. APC and their people will never talk about it. Have you gone to any APC handle, see them retweet anything about Middle Belt? Check all their handles. Anything APC. Majority of APC, anything you see about Middle Belt killing is an obedient handle. There is no APC handle from A to Z that will tweet about that. It is none of their business. They are more interested in our papa. I mean, our pampas. You understand? So please, please, and please protect yourself. Even your T.Y. Danjuma, your general, said you just have to protect yourself. You just have to protect yourself. You cannot sit down and be killed every day by day and then you cry about it. Things don't work that way. That is my contribution about that. And then please, obedience, Abuja obedience, I also want to use this opportunity as I yield to say a very big thank you to you people. APC people APC supporters in Abuja, Kudus coming to Abuja, he's not coming for any court case. He's probably trying to tell you people that very soon the seat of power will change. And he's trying to inform you that very soon the big boys of Lagos, the Agboros of Lagos, will soon infiltrate your town. And you will have a feel of how Lagos, Tinubu's Lagos used to be. You know, where a tout will comfortably tweet that he's coming to. And please, obedience. When our papa comes tomorrow, when Kudus comes tomorrow, allow them into the court premises. Let them enter. And please, no noise inside courtroom. Allow them, isolate them. When they want to constitute nuisance, shut up your mouth, don't talk anything. Let the court have their processes of handling idiots. So don't go there inside the court, make any noise. In fact, within the court premise, don't make any noise. Allow them to take their flight from all over. Allow them, when they come tomorrow, open the courtroom where, accommodate all of them. Unanas we they do them. Once we reach inside court, everybody, or your mask, shut up, Kim, everybody, quiet everywhere. Because inside court, not only my lord they hear, they know they allow them to stand up, possibly try to rush to where our petition is and carry, because these are touts. Tomorrow, our papa might jump to the front seat, want to tear some documents that we came to with to the court. These are anything APC. You want to do something in Labour Party, you cannot see the way they are dressing his agbada. Like he doesn't even know how to dress. The other person is his PA. He'll be shifting his agbada, shaping. He doesn't know how they hijack clothes from him from anywhere. So please allow them to constitute their nuisance. Open the court, let them come in. When we now finish court case, una know as we dey do am, you get the thing. When we now finish court case and they want to be mad outside court to make them come outside, you get. Una know that kind of thing what they do for secondary school. Person go do something. When principal dey, we no go talk. One school dismiss, outside gate. That's how they run on that year. Outside gate, come outside. So allow them to come to court. Court is a free place for everybody to come and do whatever you want to do. That one is your business. But please, obedience in court. Let us be orderly. let us be quiet and let us follow every due process, just like our principal. When the court process is done, we meet them outside. We pass them for number. And I know most of these things where they talk, now mouth, they know reach. We won the election in a landslide until today. To bring the papers you used to rig, he choke. Bring even the rig, forge something, INEC, forge something, cook up something and bring tomorrow. Finish. We know you've rigged it, cook up something and bring. He choke. They cannot. So please, and please, thank you very much to all of us. And together, this our mandate, the certificate of return. It is not will be returned, must, MUST, be returned. Okute and Dati, they game full time. So relax. Thank you very much, and I yield.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Always wonderful listening to you speak, my brother. Thank you very much. I think let's keep the conversation rolling. We have hugged the mic so long, so we'll do like speakers, 5 speakers back to back without interruption. Let's take a lady next. April, please. In 4 minutes, please. When you see us wave our hands, understand that you should be wrapping up your submission as fast as possible. Jimmy, I see you. Let me bring you back up. I will start with April, then I'll come to you, Oladipo. You're going next. I'm here for the longest. Then we'll take the guy.
Drop me, bring up that person.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Okay, so we'll take a guy, a lady, same way, back to back. All right. So April, you have the space. Good evening.
Hi guys, good evening. Good evening, and thank you guys for all you are doing. I joined when you guys were going on, and it was like you were speaking everything that's on my mind. I actually came here to vent, like I always do, and to remind people that the things that you are fighting for in Nigeria, they are actually very, very, very. Those are not the things that matter. Because I was on Clubhouse. I entered a room because I was driving. I just needed something to while away time. Come and see Igbos and Yoruba going at each other. See these people fighting. Do you know what they are fighting about? The Biafran War in 1960. Awolowo did this. This one did that. Over issues that you guys were not even there. You don't know what happened.
My sister, beg. You see this violence space. This violence space. If there's something we know or we are reputed for, is that we don't carry outside gossip and come here.
No, it's not even outside gossip. You don't get. They do.
Please. I'm coming.
Topic, please.
Please do not bring any. If you come up here and you see our topics, stick to our topics. We don't freaking care what they're saying in Clubhouse, when they're fighting. That is their business. That's why it is their room. When you come to our room here, we have topics we are discussing on. Stick to these topics. That's why we on this platform, we are very, very big on topics. Please, if you come up here, you see we have 3 topics, and I say it all the time. You can come here and you just want to talk on one. Talk on that one and use your time. And
Also, I just want to chip this in to buttress your points.
Other people.
Please, madam, understand this. This is the obedient engine room. This is where obedience come to power up and to charge up. We don't come on this platform to further fan where we are taking L's or where there's paranoia, or to just dwell on what the opposition is saying. If it's like that, every space on violence space will be discussing Igbo hatred, tribalism, and things like that. So we do have a topic. 1. 2, I understand your point. There are people saying a lot of trash and there are all those things, but this space is not for that. This is where the obedience come, power up, charge up, get information. We break down all their propaganda. We diffuse all the evil they have planned for us. And this is also where we come, we laugh, and we enjoy ourselves and get our adrenaline back. So I understand you, but please operate on this space like all those other places don't exist. And everyone here is your best friend. We come here and we have fun. You see, when you hang with your friends, you don't come and start discussing your life's biggest problems. You're with them to zap in, suck up all that good energy, and then you go back to your problems with renewed zeal to face them. I hope I did a better job of explaining what this platform is about and the energy you should bring here and the energy you should expect. God bless you. Continue your submission if you understand me.
No, of course I understand you. Like when I came on, when I clicked join space, you guys were talking about the differences between our country and where you guys are. You know, that was what I heard when you guys joined. I'm not in Nigeria, so I'm not going to the courts.
It's
I
fine.
don't.
So we're just trying to explain to you that I
Yeah,
guess you're new, you just
yeah.
joined.
So I just
Please
because at
understand that it's
times,
still in relation to the topic. So
yeah.
continue.
So at time we can say this is an obedient space, but you'll be surprised that these people they are still here. They are everywhere. They are always trying to listen, and I use every opportunity I get to kind of speak to their stupidity. I'm sorry to use that word. That's what I actually
This
find
is where you're
myself
still
doing.
getting us wrong, ma'am. This is not the space where we speak to them. This is the space that speaks to obedience. Please understand the distinction. Continue.
Okay. All right. You kind of made me lose my train of thoughts. You guys should just continue. Like, but I would just say though, Nigerians, I hope the fight that they are talking about really get involved, fight and get this mandate back because these people want to distract you with different nonsense. Don't fall for it. But I am glad you said everybody here is aligned and perhaps we don't need all this kind of encouragement right now. So I yield the mic. God bless you all. I'll just sit here and listen.
Okay, so please stick around, and when you feel like you want to give us a submission again, raise your hand. You know where the emoji button is, and we will bring you back on. The space will run for about 6 more hours, so you have more than enough time to, get the general gist of the thing, and then come back up. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma. You can always ask and say, but I beg, which space is run for which 6 hours? You want queue? I beg.
Go
We
to
get
court.
caught for money.
Go
I
to
beg. I
court.
can't
If you're
sleep.
arguing how long this space will run, go to court.
I beg. He goes now. 6 more waiting. 6 more. Let me portable voice. 6 square. I beg. All right, let's go real quick. Thank you guys for sending me receipt for blessing real lover best. Please keep the blessings coming. Please keep blessing him. It is very, very, very important for us. God bless you guys. All right, let's go to the next person. The next speaker, I think Oladipo, you're meant to go next. Good evening, my brother. You have the space.
Good evening, Saddam. Good evening. How are you? Can you guys hear?
Perfect, my brother. Perfect.
Perfectly, sir.
Eh, àwọn àgbà náà ló sọ pé adìẹ tó yàgbẹ́ sínú ìṣasùn sàárè ara ẹ̀ ló ń bàjẹ́. Jimmy is laughing. Yeah, I don't know if you can translate that because me, you know.
A chicken shitting in the pot is actually desecrating its own grave. Yeah, it's actually desecrating where because the pot is where it's going to end up.
So that is the situation of the stupid APC Yoruba people that feels that they are not they are doing themselves a huge favor by rooting for these thieves. And I will not dwell on this bastard son of a fool called Kudus. But one thing I want to tell him is that eyín tájá fi ń bọ́mọ ẹ̀ ṣeré òun náà ló fi ń gé jẹ. Let me tell you something, Kudus. If you love yourself, do not attempt to attack or touch anybody or say anything provocative to people tomorrow. Because let me tell you, you may not like where you end up. I'm not threatening you, I'm just warning you. Nigeria is at a point whereby everybody is pent up. That is the second thing. Thirdly, I don't know if any of you took notice. I think Jimmy did, of Lamidi Pampa's cap. You know, that cap carried the symbol of Tinubu. They just had to put something to make it look a bit different. I don't know if anybody has taken their time to look at that cap very well. You see, these people keeps telling us, you see, there is a saying that if someone shows you who he is, believe them. They keep telling us that this is who they are. Kudus flew all the way to Abuja, and I know it did not go alone, just because they needed to stand by their mole. That is that. I want to say this, and I'll say it in Yoruba. Torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè ẹkún bí. Me, I don't have any respect for the past that I used to learn. I know it's very Dino Melaye, ó ti kọrin, ó ní àjẹkù ìyà ni ó jẹ. You see, you people have not realized that this same cohort, these Fulani terrorists, are setting you up to suffer. Presently, our people in the middle belt are the ones suffering. And you think they can't come to the south. They cannot come to the southwest. Even if they want to come, we have Muslims in our midst and they cannot kill Muslims. They do not even identify you stupid fucks as Muslims. That's one thing you have not realized. They don't even believe that you are Muslims. And they have a plan. And you people are working and helping them to achieve their very satanic plan over your lives. You have not realized that these people, they are trying to subjugate and subdue you people. If you don't know much, go and read about Constantinople. Go and read about Turkey. Because you people keep trying to push what you have not even... And I keep asking myself, is it about madness or is it about willful ignorance? Because when you finish smoking that Tinubu's dried shit, it seems to mess up your brain to the fact that you are educated, but you are gallantly stupid. Because how can you tell me that you are rooting for someone that has the likes of a well-known certified terrorist as his vice president? I don't need to tell you more. People are being killed on a daily basis. The news is not even broadcasting it. I'm a Yoruba boy, but I tell you today, Sherry, in Kotan Furawa, we go chop a pounded yam for yam. Now, wait I go tell you be that. Wait when we dey plant for ourselves. These guys are looking at us and they are laughing and using us as if they are just, they are looking at us and saying, look at these fools. And they are orchestrating and putting their plans in place. And you see, I am happy that Sizzle went so far on that impersonator thing. Because you see, a lot of people never knew the gravity of that drama. That guy made sure that that drama was public. Let me tell you why. You see, by the time they want to use that thing for their evil plans, if Peter Obi does not take a step about it, I won't lie to you, they will use that thing. It will only be God that will make Peter Obi to be safe from whatever they are planning with it. Because I don't understand. I know Pio is a man of peace, but sometimes I think Pio is too gentle for my liking. That is someone telling you that, look, you are not safe. That is the genesis and the revelation of it. That is what it is. But I say it to you, for every Yoruba person here supporting the APC, you need to go and sit down. Ask yourself, our market for the last 8 years, can you ask yourself objectively, without inserting any political jargons into it, ask yourself, our market? Because if you think you're safe, I tell you today, Just like the words that this guy said in this movie, Patriot. He said, this battle will not be fought on a distant battlefield. It will be fought amongst us, in our homes, within ourselves. It is at the middle belt now, and you think you're safe. You are not safe. It is coming for you. I just hope you are sensible enough to get sense before it takes you out. I yield my.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much, Oladipo. Always, always amazing listening to you. Thank you. All right, let's move on real quick. Peju, Peju, a new Nigerian needs you. You have the space with 4 minutes, man.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really enjoyed everyone's submission. And one thing is that I feel this, and this is something that I wanted to say in the last space I didn't get to say, which also goes with today's topic. Our hope is in God. It's not in the country. It's not in the government. It's not in the military. It's not even in the court. Our hope is in God, because God is the one that can determine all those variables and set them in the right path, And I know sometimes we critique Pio for his gentleness and everything. I will take a gentleman any day over a brutish person, because a brutish person that doesn't have a heart will sit like Buhari and continue to watch people get killed in Delta. It's a good thing that Pio has a heart. I have to say that again, because he's received criticism from women and men. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I personally like the fact that he is a gentle person and is a man of peace, because then he has no fault in that area. And it's good to have no fault in a certain area, especially when people are looking for fault. So it's okay, that it is okay if he approaches someone to correct a situation and correct it publicly is actually a wise thing for him to do. He's taken away every trap that they are setting. Anyway, going back to what I want to say really quickly, I just needed to say that about him. Um, um, there was a program today that was talking about Nigerians, and they were talking about Nigerians in Houston. It was a show about Nigerian food and things like that, about a documentary that was coming up. And the woman was saying that she was telling people that did they know that as much as Asians are a stereotype, that Asians are the most educated in America, that it's not true, that it's actually Nigerians that are the most educated. And I'm glad that Jimmy brought up that point. But it's actually the fact that Nigerian is the most educated ethnic group in America today. And I'm glad Jimmy brought that part up. So now we look at it and then look at who's ruling, where everybody, goes to and to finish their retirement. If they stay here and then they go there or whatever. So if we look at it, there's an injustice. Okay. The other thing I wanted to say is the judges should have appointed an arbitrator in the court. They're allowed to do that. You have two main opposing factions. One who stole and the other who is trying to get his mandate back. They should have put an arbitrator ahead of whatever meeting it is, so that that person could be a witness of what's going on. Because APC is always going to do shenanigans. And this would have probably expedited the case. They probably could have really gotten into the depth of the issue by this week already, if they are not dragging their feet. So these are things that they themselves, they need to be mindful of. Nigerians are dying every day as they drag their feet. They have to realize that this country belongs to everyone. And even though they might be living comfortably, you guys have already said a lot about the middle belt. They might be living comfortably, but if all that shenanigans comes to Lagos and the cities where they dwell, it will be unbearable for them. There's one last thing about this violence. ISIS got his income from arms, meaning all those guns and bombs and whatever. That was how they were getting their sources of income. And also trafficking people, doing drugs, oil smuggling, kidnapping, foreign funds, from people that wanted to safeguard their own particular enterprise or illegal interest, fake humanitarian aid, illegally selling artifacts. One of the European countries was refusing to send artifacts to Nigeria because they were saying that the Benin king might not be able to guarantee that it would actually be safe in Nigeria. Can you imagine this? This is how bad our reputation is. So anyway, and also the other thing they do too is extorting people, like what MC Oluomo does, which is so. There are three different categories now that they've called all these bandits. They call them they call it banditry, they call it herdsmen, they call it Boko Haram. In my opinion, they're all working together. And the problem we have is that we have police officers and military officers that only take orders. But unfortunately, when they take orders, they don't take orders according to the law and according to the constitution, which is Nigeria's main problem. And God help us, these are the areas we need to be praying about. Anyway, I'll yield the mic. Power belongs to God. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Power belongs to God, but at the same time, God will not do for us what we're meant to do for ourselves. We have to, as a people, also do what we have to do, play our active roles, and God takes charge and say, okay, they have done their part. If not, we keep waiting. Even nations that don't even believe in God are going far, leaving us behind, because we as a country, we have left everything, even our human part, our work that we have to work. We have left it for God to do everything for us. He won't come down and do it for us. He will only do his own part. We have to start playing our part. And I say big ups to all Nigerians, because we just woke up. And I say good morning to every one of us. Let us keep playing. All right, let's keep the question rolling. My brother, Rileba Best, it's now your time. Thank you. I just have to, first of all, thank you before I even bring you up to speak. Thank you, bro, for all you do. For the sacrifices, it's not easy. It's not easy coming out here. Guys, I see all of you reaching out to Rileba Best, showing him love. Thank you. I'm seeing the receipts in my DM. I am blown away. Please do not stop. Keep sending him love. He's happy. I know he's happy right now. I have been I don't want to say some things, but please, guys, keep showing him love. Whatever it is, there's nothing too small, there's nothing too big. He's doing an amazing work. An amazing work for this movement, an amazing work for this family. He is an amazing person. So please don't let the love stop. Keep showing him love. Let him feel happy, like today is his birthday too. All right, Liver Best, if your hands are not busy and your mouth is not paining you, you can unmute your mic and speak now. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Liver Best. You have the space. Liver Best, are you in Lagos, France? Where are you? Because that are the only two places that network is shaking.
Don't worry, I'm here. I've just disconnected my earphone. So let me do that again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're spacing from. I don't know where Ezenandi came from. He just blew me off the space. I didn't see that coming. But anyway, what can I say? I'm feeling, I feel like a little baby now. I don't know how to feel again, but I'm so happy. It's always good. But let me just do some disclaimer. I don't want to sleep in a good hotel. If I sleep in a good hotel, perhaps I might not be able to wake up on time. And secondly, I was not the hero of that day. I think the hero of that day is our Papa. I think if Lamida Papa is the hero of that day, because I think he's the one who is being talked about all over the place. He's just a hero, perhaps in a certain way. Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you for all of you that have reached out to me. Thank you so much. So, Saddam, thank you. NCS, Jimmy, Otumba, all of you that be keeping this space going, I say thank you to you. All of us are partners in this struggle, and just like the body, the human body, no one is more important, because if the nose says, "Oh, I'm important," then the eyes, will have problem. The eyes, the legs, the every part of our body is important. So we are just like the human body. We are all important. All of us are doing our little best in our own little corner. So, and it's when those things come together that you see this whole movement actually breathing. What happened on Wednesday was something that, because I had actually gotten to Abuja very late on Tuesday. The driver that drove me to Abuja, I don't know, the man was stopping almost at every bus stop. The man even took us to somewhere in, I don't know, Joseph Ayo Babalola University. That man that CAC, there's a place they said there's water, people go and drink. And I was sleeping and I woke up, the car stopped. I saw myself in a place like, looked like a shrine, but I think it's a religious ground. The people believe, I don't know, any of you have gone to that place. People believe that when they go there, drink the water or use the water to bath, or it cure their sickness. So people dream to get to that place. So I just saw so I got to Abuja around after 12 that day. So when I woke up in the morning, I was feeling so weak. I woke up around 5 o'clock. I was feeling so, my mind was telling me that I have to get to that court on time. I have to be on time. But I hadn't, a plan that I would get to that place after the time I got. Because when I woke up, I was feeling very sleepy. You can know how morning sleep, like somebody who traveled throughout the night and was very weak. You needed that morning, needed to sleep. But so I was fighting between myself. Should I sleep a little? Should I wake up? Should I sleep? But all of a sudden, I don't know when I woke up and I got myself prepared. And I had tweeted, after some time that people should just come to. So when I got to that court, I think I saw one other person. So we're just, at some point, we're just three persons that was there. And while we were just trying to, know ourselves, a car just dropped, pulled by in front of the appeal court, and it was a papa and Alabambi and one other woman, and there were like four. Like, no, I don't know whether Anthony was in that car, but because I saw him came in his white jalabia. So immediately we saw them, like it was just instant, just basic instinct. We just went to them to interview them. Like, what do we do? Just want to get a sense of what they want to. So we interviewed them. That was that first this thing that we had tweeted. My phone was giving me problem, so I just tweeted. So when we are now like, our mind, something told me that these people, if that came to court this early, they have a plan, and people were not there. So we now started calling people, like call Labour Party people to come. This is what was happening. Very like 30 minutes interval. The DJ of the campaign came in. So when he came, I went to him and said, "These people are here." And he man said, "What are they doing?" I said, "I don't know what they're doing. I just saw them this morning. They have not opened the court. They have not even opened our court, but the court one of Apide, but they opened the court too." So we went to the court. So we are monitoring them. And immediately they opened that door, all of us actually went into. So the first thing we did was to secure that corner, to make sure that our people, we called people to come, our people to come and sit in all those places. Little after some time, UC Maxwell came and I just had to occupy that place. So I sat in the very place that PO was supposed to sit. So I sat in that very place, and after some time, when the court was about to resume, right? These people now came and that they want to sit on that place. PO has not arrived at that point. They now came. So I was just wondering in my mind, like, if these people had actually taken over that place and people just walked into that court and the man would be stranded, like it would have been an embarrassment. It would have been something that it would have been a trauma, because people would just be wondering what is happening, because they were five already and this the mindset was to come and occupy that very place that PO and the chairman would sit. So when this thing was going on, like it was like a disaster in the courtroom, and the judges, some of the court clerks, came and said, "What is happening? That these people, why are they causing too much commotion?" In short, there was one lawyer that was now telling them that, "Oh, you can't do this. You have a problem in the court. Go and sort it out where you're having your issues. You can't come here. This is appeal court. You can't come here and bring your problem to this court. Whatever problem, your cases are in court. Go and sort it out." So we laid claim to the seats and we never gave them an inch. And they did all they could do. They could not get close to the seat and they went back to their seat. When it was time to announce presence, so P2B, when P2B now came and it was time for them to announce, presence, and P2B said, oh, his P2B is presenting, and the Labour Party woman, because what has happened all this while is the fact that because the party chairman knows that their case is in court, so he has not actually been standing in for Labour Party. So it's the publicity secretary has been doing that before now. But that day, the mama of the woman leader came. So when they called, she actually stood in for Labour Party. When she made the first announcement, she didn't say I'm standing, but later she now made that statement, because if she had not made it, her papa would have just stood up. And so after she made that statement, her papa now stood up, and the court was filled up, because you need to see this court. Every inch of that court is filled up. I said it in the last time I spoke on this. Like even the spaces, in between every row of the seat is supposed to be a space where people can pass. But immediately that court, if the judges themselves, the justices are passing through, they will have to be stepping on people's body. So even the lawyers will sit on the floor. And I can tell you, like 95% of people that come to that, so what is 95%? 95% of people, 98% of people that come to that court are people who are rooting for P2B. In fact, even the interns that is even working for other parties that are our opponents, they're even P2B supporters. So the court, that was a pandemonium in the courtroom. But the justice now told the man that somebody, like two people cannot stand actually for Labour Party, that somebody has actually announced her presence, so two people cannot stand. It was at that point. So he tried to make an argument, and the justice actually shunned him out and asked him to sit down. That already somebody has actually said it, and people cannot represent in one sitting. So that was how they were ashamed throughout that court season. They remained there like orphan, and they could not say a word. Now, after the court hearing, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how people have come here to give actually what happened on that day. I think when our lawyer made the case that to show his difficulties. Okay. Some people have to show his difficulties. APC lied. Both APC. I know that people have said APC and INEC, they are working together. In fact, our lawyer called them allied forces. Allied forces, because they are working together. INEC, that is supposed to be an umpire, is acting like they are candidates in the election. So our lawyer termed them as allied forces because they are working together. And I hope all of you, before this time, may have had what actually transpired. Because I think our legal team, they are very smart, and I think those people will have to give them their flowers. They know what they are doing. Because they actually wanted to make the argument of APC not giving them, the materials that they need. And when these people started lying, the way our barrister actually, when he stood up, he said, "I'm shocked. I don't even know how to. I'm shocked that people could lie, tell so like he doesn't even know how to respond, because the lie was so bad, it was so irritating that it will take the will of God for you to know how to respond." For you to respond to that kind of lie. And it was obvious that they were lying. And when they actually wanted to make the argument, to even because this court you are going tomorrow now, they wanted it to be, the man said, no, it can't be that long. You can't take it that far. And they say whatever they need. They served us that morning. They served us two this thing that morning, and wanted them to. And we are making the case that you have not replied to the Psalm. The man said something you served me. You had the opportunity to serve it before now. 5 days to serve. You didn't serve. But anyway, people must have said all this. So when we were leaving the courtroom, we just decided, no, this man that just came to this court, if the man had come to court, respect himself, listening, perhaps nobody would have said anything. Because for those people who said there was a mob action, nobody knew they were coming. Nobody knew. If we knew they were coming, would have been there. Nobody knew. So this idea that people are saying, oh, we planned him. We never planned him. But he made a mockery of himself, and we just decided to tell him, no, this is not, we cannot suffer for 9 months. Some of us have died in this process. Some of us have left our job. Some of us have lost money. Some of them have left some of us that are in school have left what we are doing, and we are doing for 9 months. We didn't see this man. I was on campaign train. I didn't see this man. So for you to come now and want to mess up the whole thing, because this whole idea is to mess our court case up. So we said no. That was how we dragged him out of the court, like NCs have said. I think I will align with what NC said. I think it was the police that actually showed him off the court, and we told the police that please, they should advise him not to actually try what he's doing, because he's actually dancing a dance of death. We cannot tolerate that. So for tomorrow, we are going to go there in good time. Don't worry, whatever thing they are going to do, they are not going to come to that court to constitute nuisance. If that is what they want to do, I think the police are there to actually show them the way. We are going to be there to protect our own, to make sure that whatever that belongs to us will keep, being our own. We cannot allow these people. That is to tell you what people have actually commented on all these things. What we are fighting is the Nigerian state. We are fighting the system. APC did not rig election. It was the Nigerian state that rigged the election. APC is not that big to rig election. They are evil geniuses, but they don't have. But it is the gears of power that actually rigged the election. So if we are dealing with the Nigerian state, that is a criminal organization, a criminal enterprise that has held all of us down all these years. And I continue to say this, especially on this space, that the good thing is that we are the generation that can change, the trajectory, this country. If we can't change it, then we have to, leave it and perish. But I think we can do it, and that is why we have done the much we have done. The people who have held this country, they are ready to do anything. And for me, the more I see all these things, it encourages me because it makes me feel and know that these people know that they have wronged us. These people know that they need this win this election. If they know they win this election, they won't be this victory. They will just at the end of the day say, we'll go to court and we'll prove the case. Because INEC does not have the receipt to show that the pronouncement they made is legal. They don't have it. Even when they say, oh, where is, they don't have it. If they have it, they will bring it. But this case is going to expose a whole lot of things, and Nigerians are, for once, we are going to know where this country stands, because this Nigeria has not been exposed. Now we are actually tearing it one by one. We are tearing Nigeria. Very soon, Nigeria will be naked, and all of, because people have been patching Nigeria. Nigeria, like when we say it's a crime scene, people think we are going too far. No, Nigeria is a fraudulent organization, a fraudulent enterprise. What this movement is doing is that we are tearing Nigeria apart. We are pulling it off. Very soon, Nigeria will be stark naked, and all of us can actually see through what we have actually passed through. They've made this country to be a monster, and that is why you see these monsters coming to actually rule this country. That is why you see people like Apapa, people are paying him, old man, 78 years, whether it's his football age or what, but he's coming to toy with us. He cannot do that. It's not going to happen. So I don't want to hug the mic so much, but just trust us. All of you that is in Abuja, if you're in Abuja tomorrow, please, if you're going to come to court, come on time. Come on time. It's important to come on time. We are going to do whatever God is giving us the grace to do. We are going to do it. So for all of you that also in this space, for all of you that is not in Nigeria, we are all partners in progress. We are all casualties of what Nigeria has become. We are all heroes, and we are fighting this fight together. So thank you, everyone that is here. Saddam, thank you, Jimmy, Otumba, I never come for you on my iPhone. Madam Anka Dede, Baron, everyone, Omega, Joe Obedient, Sister Dunke, Savik. I can't call women in Nigeria. I can't call everyone. Where is Sweet Angel? Wow, Saddam, help me and call everyone, please. I can't call everyone, but just thank you everyone for what you do. I thank you. Olawaski, I see all of you. Nekus, I can't call again, please. Adigwe, all of you that is in this place, I thank you for what all of you are doing. Madam Fetch, I see you. All of you are doing wonderfully well. But just trust, keep praying. We are going to win this battle. I'm very, very sure that we are going to win this battle. Our legal team, those guys are smart. Just trust them. They know what they are doing. But Nigeria is going to be exposed. Nigeria is going to be naked. All of us will have the chance to see this country that has dealt with all of us, that all of us have become victims. It's supposed to be a good country, but evils in this country have not allowed it to thrive. But we are going to make it to thrive. Saddam, thank you. And for all of you on this platform, I say thank you. And God bless you, Rigu. For all those who have given me, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I don't know how SM Nandi came. He called me the other day and told me, oh, I thank you for what you do. I'll reach out to you. So when he came this evening, he talked me out of this place. I didn't see that coming, but thank you, bro, for actually putting that word. But like I started, please, I don't want to sleep in a nice hotel. Just want to sleep anywhere I can just wake up and do what I have to do. Thank you so much, Saddam, and everyone here. I rest my case.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly speaking, we cannot understate what you have been doing for this movement. You are a hero to us here. God bless you. Just keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. I always say the most important thing for a man or any person in this life is to be valuable. When you're valuable, everything comes with it. Thank you for being valuable. You're very, very you're an asset to this movement. Thank you for being an asset. Remain an asset. hopefully, people bless you, will bless you more. A blessing will not stop, eh? Please, guys, keep blessing this my brother. He's an amazing person. He doesn't even know how to ask. He just come one time and just use. I don't want to say, bro. I don't want to say anything, but just keep it going on. Keep it, my brother. God bless you. All right, let's keep the conversation rolling. Ada, when your hands are not up, you come to this church, you know the rules. Please, if you're on the speaker section, your hands are not up, I'll have to drop you. I have people that want to speak. So let me come to you, Mr. Strong. Emmy, you have the space, please, my brother. 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Saddam,
Can you hear me?
if anybody, Saddam, please, just 1 minute, please. Can I say something?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Please, Strong Emmy, just give us a minute. Go
Okay,
on.
sorry. I don't know because I was in court today in the federal court. I didn't give that brief. I was the case that Abuja people filed in court today. It was so good. The man that is representing them in that case was a brilliant man. He made a very brilliant, submission in court today because the justice of that court is actually looking like somebody who is paid by these Abadorians. When that case was brought up to the court, and the man made very something. I'm not a lawyer, but I know some lawyers will find it very curious that the man actually asked them to go and actually address him on what do they call it now, jurisdiction, whether he has jurisdiction, and address him as to whether that case is what they are pleading is actually part of what is being actually plead in an appeal court. It was curious, like if you're the one who should say I don't have jurisdiction over this case, it's your court, you know what you have jurisdiction, but it's not telling them to go. So this man came to court today, the lawyer came to court today and told him that he has gone to look all through the case laws, everything, that he has not seen such statement being made or such request being made, that therefore that he came to this court today, that his mind is not even to address the case, that he does not have any reason to address what the man has asked him to go and do. But out of respect for the court, he made a very brilliant and told the man, one, that the man has jurisdiction, that this court is a federal court, and federal court is constituted to oversee every executive matter and other matters, and the matter for which they are seeking him to address is a matter that he should address. And also the idea of whether whatever they are asking is pending in the tribunal. And the man said he does not have business with whatever is in the case of whatever that is there and whatever that is not there, because it's not part of that case. But for
Remember, best, I've lost you. Let's come to you, Strong Emmy, and we'll come back to you, remember, best, when you're ready to speak. Strong Emmy, have the space, please. Go on.
Okay, thank you very much. Because of time, maybe I'll give my points like a bullet point. One, when we are starting this space today, you talked about the many crimes of Bola Tinubu in the parallel fact publication. I think that issue is one of the things that should feature in one of our discussions. I think that is heavy enough. If it may not be the main point, but I think we should feature it so that we can talk about it and make people realize what is going on there. Just that's for that. I'll come to. I want to talk just about the MidBelt killing. Because of time, I have to limit myself to that because I really have been very worried and almost, like every other Nigerian, crying over what people are going through in the middle belt of Nigeria. And I thank someone like Madam Bolanle and a few other people that have really spoken on this issue. This is something. This is a very serious problem that is being downplayed by the government and the media intentionally, because if the attention that it deserves is given, then it's going to make a global news. So they are intentionally kind of overlooking it. But I need us to understand something that is going on, because sometimes we think this is about just Islamization, just like some people will say, or people will say, oh, it's jihad. Yes, we can call it anything we want, but I want us to know that there is a trick that's been played here. This is being perpetrated by a handful of criminals among the Fulanis, and they have an end game. I know we have mentioned some of those things. People will always apologize and say, "Oh, we're not talking about every other Fulani person out there." Yes, and that is true. But we must understand that this is a carefully orchestrated move from this handful of people who want to completely wipe out the middle belt, plant a seed of their own that they will use in future to push southwards. This is something everybody knows in Nigeria. It's just like we have made it look so sensitive that people are afraid to talk about it. The people mobilizing and doing these things are not doing it purely in the name of Islam. They are not. This is purely a kind of an expansionist program by people like El-Rufai, Muhammadu Buhari, and their likes. If anybody wants to argue this, you want to tell me why so much killing has gone in the Middle Belt and our president have not said anything. There has been so much killing in Kaduna and our president have not said it. And the governor of that state, Malam El-Rufai, have not said anything. What they do is that they want to invite, they're already inviting Fulanis from every part of Africa to come and take these ancestral homes of our brothers and sisters in the Middle Belt as their home, as their permanent home, not visiting. Because what happens is that as these villages are being cleared off, people come to take the place of the original owners of these lands. Who are these people? I'm sure they are not people from my village, because if they are leaving my village, then they are leaving their own ancestral land to go to occupy another person's ancestral land in the Middle Belt. So these are people that are coming, foreigners, that are being invited to take over these places in the Middle Belt. The strategy is they fight, they hit you. When you want to fight back, when you speak, they raise the flag of Islam and say, "Oh, Islam, they're attacking Islam." And now they mobilize other Muslims who don't understand what the real intention of these murderers are. They mobilize them and they think, "Oh, it's Christian Muslim fight." And when people, kind of lose guard again, they'll hit. And this is what they have continuously done for 8 freaking years. The intention is to completely wipe out the Middle Belt, replace them with Fulanis from every part of Africa. This is the truth that people know that we don't want to tell ourselves. The Hausas in the north, I think they are as helpless as any other person, because these criminals know how to walk their way into people and use you against yourself. That is what is going on. They want to finish that. People, Mommy Bolanle mentioned something. I took note of that. And that is what they call political Islam. It is different from people who are Muslims, who are about worshiping God, serving their creator the best way they think it should be done. These guys are different from this other set of people. And that is where you have people who can kill, who can maim, who can wipe out a village and still come out and pretend that they are the most faithful in Islam. When you hear Buhari said, I have done my best, I have fulfilled my promise to Nigerians, the question you ask is that who are the Nigerians that you promise what to? Some of us think that when Buhari says Nigerians, he's talking about you and I. Buhari feels that he came to do a job which he thinks he has succeeded in doing. And that's why they are desperate to have somebody like Tinubu be there while Shetima sits behind him to actually, run the show. These are all planned out, orchestrated. Look at the appointments. Look at why the army cannot do anything, the police cannot do anything, SSS cannot, DSS cannot, nobody can do anything because the people manning those places are all strategically placed in that place. In one of the spaces I attended the last time, I'll conclude with this because of time. I wish I have all the time. One of the spaces I attended yesterday or day before yesterday, we are talking about this same issue. And I told people, go to look up the woman that is representing Nigeria in the United Nations. Tell me who that woman is and why these things that are happening in Nigeria would never be heard in places like the UN. Because such organizations, even if they see on the television, on news that millions have been killed, when they sit on the table to discuss that matter, whatever your representative tells them is what they take. These people have strategically placed themselves everywhere and killing people. They have shut down the media. Nobody reports anything about these things. And people are dying in their hundreds every day in Nigeria and nothing is done about it. The president does. They don't even pretend. They don't even pretend about it. It's so heartbreaking. My last point will be the way we are giving attention to these election matters. The second thing we should give such attention to will be this killing in the Middle Belt. Mobilize internationally, do whatever we are doing for this election, and make sure we force this thing out of the shores of Nigeria so that the world will see it for what it is while we are in Nigeria thinking of what we can do to rescue a people that are being wiped out every day. It is very, very heartbreaking. I'll be stopping here because of time. Thank you, Saddam.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Well spoken. N6, if I've sent you the mic, if you can see or if you can hear. All right. Let's move on real quick. Guys, let me take see when you've been here for the longest, then AK Priest, then AGK, according to how your hands are raised up. If your hands are raised up, I will have to drop you. Sorry, one more time. I have to say that again. So that means I know you're closer to your phone and you want to speak. See when if your hands are not pinning you and your mouth is not heavy, you can unmute your mic and speak. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, everybody. I hope I'm very audible.
Yeah, you are, my brother. Good evening. Have the space.
Yes, thank you very much. It's good to be back. I have been on the space for the last 6 spaces or so, and my phone has just been messing up, but I'm glad to be back home and be on the speaker section. So, good evening, everybody. We're doing a good job. All the submissions here, legit. Like Jimmy will say, legit in it. So, I would like to say that I'll take the points just like this. I made bullet points while I was waiting. And PEPT recap. The highlight for me was the booing of that septuagenarian thief. Like, I loved every moment of that. The fact that someone would not respect himself and will constitute a nuisance anywhere, he should be met with this kind of response. I was taught respect, but not at my own expense. So if anybody is taking all of us Nigerians as fools, we need to teach those people a huge lesson. It's not yet started. This is just booing. If we get better.
Our lawyers are fired. Don't be offended that they keep pushing the dates. They have a reason. If they don't have the materials, they can't do as much as they need. So, I still
See where we're losing you. I don't know whether you entered toilet or somewhere.
they are professionals.
See where we cannot hear you anymore.
Remember, day 29 isn't start and
Sorry, see when I had to mute you. If you can hear me, that means you can hear me. And we could not hear you anymore. Please work on your audio and come back, please. Please request the mic, work on your audio and come back, please. Thank you. All right, guys, if you're up, I just brought new speakers up because I said if you're not speaking, that means you don't want to speak. Please, if you're up here and you want to speak, your hand should be up so we can know you're ready to speak. I brought up new speakers. Mr. AOB, you're new here on this platform. I think I've never seen you on this platform before, so probably you don't understand our house rules here. Akinsanya Owo 1. If you can hear me, you can speak. If not, I'll have to drop it. That means you're not ready to speak. All right, let me come to you. AK Priest, you have the space. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. A middle belt question. There are a lot of questions that we need to ask ourselves, and there are a lot of questions that we need, as a people, we need to resolve, because sometimes we all come here, we talk about it, we talk about this thing, but the truth is that political influence sometimes assists. For instance, now in Niger Delta, we have someone like JP Clark, speaking every day regarding the Niger Delta people, regarding the Niger Delta interest, regarding the Niger Delta. In as much as we don't like Asaro Dokubo or we don't like Tompolo, there are people like that still speaking, and there are people that are ready to defend what they believe in. But for instance, now we once have the third man from Benue State, David Mark. What is he talking about? Is people being slaughtered every day. We have Danjuma. What is this? These are former military generals. And if they cannot defend their own interests, the interests of the people, the interests of middle belt, Muhammad Bari is once a general. They might be classmates, they might be this, but at least you can talk about your people being slaughtered every day. This for years, this thing have been happening under Muhammad Bari. It got worse, and no prominent person is coming out from that have a loud voice, that media can talk about. No prominent people. That region is coming out. It's we the commoners, or we that beneath that speaking. Meanwhile, they have this men. Only in election period we see them, but they don't speak on the interest of these people. David Mark, third Senate president, and T.Y. Dabney, one time a minister of defense. But these people are not speaking for this. And the truth is that if they don't have this kind of people, this thing will not stop. This thing will not stop, because they need to have people that stand for that interest. They need to have people that can fight, that drive to protect their people. And the truth is that this election just shows us that this middle belt, apart from Northwest, they are the second largest vote block, which means they can decide the presidency, they can decide where the president will go. And these people are not being taken serious. These people are not taking, even in sharing of position, even in allocation of position, they are not being taken serious, because people are not speaking for them, because the greedy so-called politicians are not standing for them. And if they cannot stand for their own people, what we that are beneath it? But the truth is that it's high time that this influencer, the social media influencer for middle belt, start calling out their people, start calling out their top men, start visiting them, start going to sit down, protest in front of David Mark mansion, mansion. They should go there and protest. No, those people do not take them serious, because if you cannot protect your own people, if you cannot speak for your own people, well, you should be it's a shame. It's a big shame. It's a very big shame, and that's what I feel the influencers should be pushing now. They should start calling out their own people, the David Mark, the Tiwa, and they have a lot of former generals, former mobile police officers, former this, former that. But these people are not speaking, so they should start calling out those people then for them to come out and speak because they are in the same circle with these certain people, or they are almost in the same circle. Even they might have the party different. What is this? David might want to talk with Buhari now. He will have that direct access. So why is he not speaking? Or T.Y. Danjuma? So it's very important. Regarding the election tribunal, we are winning. To me, we are winning. Forget all those dramas that Juma, Babala Oma is doing. Forget all those drama. He will do a refund because his mission is not going to achieve it, and he's definitely going to do a refund because we are obedient, we are clever people, we are brilliant people. We cannot be taken unaware, and definitely, I'm sure that tomorrow court case is going to be in our favor. What I'm more concerned is about that broadcasting because we need. I love to sit down and watch that case, and I know Army Nigeria is ready to sit down, even in their workplace, to watch this court proceeding live. And I pray that the judge, in their own, with their own, grant the wish that this thing should be aired live tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. All right, let's go real quick. AGK, you have the space.
Good evening,
Please,
Emir
bro.
Saddam, Jimmy, my brother, and the well-meaning Nigerians. Sizzle, I see you also on this space. It's another good time again on the platform. A place, like Sizzle says, is a place where we get ourselves energized. Moving straight into the topic, I think tomorrow, being the petition hearing again, we should probably try to focus our focus. This is no longer a time of looking at the mortuary attendant, whether or not he appears in court tomorrow. It's not going to derail the prayers that we earnestly and honestly want the courts to focus and start giving hearings to it and probably dispensing justice. Remember, guys, the first three prayers of that petition borders on things of constitutionality, whether this guy is actually an evidence, whether this guy actually was convicted by a court, and if that is the case, then the court must, rise up and give judgment immediately. These things are not issues that will have to bring witnesses. The evidence to those prayers are already before it. The court is already before the court. So let us not continue to waste time. The judges also, we are hoping that they will no longer indulge themselves with frivolous adjournment of these cases. Nigerians are growing increasingly uncomfortable with what is happening in the courts. They sit for a few minutes, maybe 1 hour or two, and then they adjourn for 5 days or 1 week. I mean, it's completely unacceptable. This is a delay tactics that we know in the time past that these guys are already hatching on, to get this man above the finish line and get sworn in. A criminal, I repeat, a criminal will not be sworn in. And even if he is sworn in, that will be the end of our fledgling democracy. He would signify the swearing in of the Nigerian army because it will be likened to that level of unconstitutionality. So let the courts know that the number of people that they see in court is just a little fragment of Nigerians earnestly seeking justice through this case. Let me repeat it again. The court must know that the number of people that they see in that court is a representation of the number of Nigerians seeking justice through those prayers. And the earlier they start, giving, proper hearings to these matters rather than, pandering about nonsense and rubbish, the better for everyone so that we can go ahead and conclude this case. And in time, it is very obvious that this man did not win, did not even get up to 25% in Abuja. Yes, the members of the Abuja residents have always said it. They have gone to court to ask the court to actually look into this matter and tell them to their faces that, yes, it is not, it's insignificant for you to come from Abuja. That is number one. And then your votes don't actually count. because I do not see if Abuja is recognized as the de facto 37th state of the country, and there is no place in the constitution of Nigeria where a governor wins an election without getting 25% in at least 2/3 of the local governments of that state. So if Abuja is regarded as a state, as it were, and the president is assumed to be the governor of Abuja, the logic would be, would he not have to get 25% to govern that federal capital territory? So, I mean, these cases are very clear. So the court should stop wasting the time and the resources of Nigerians and, start doing justice to this case. I mean, enough is enough, and the word is enough for the wise. So I hope that by tomorrow, the tribunal judges would probably start looking at these things, and then, of course, give their judgment on the broadcast of this petition, and see whether we can have it live. We're already seeing the lapses of the APC lead counsel, quoting obnoxious and old laws. He was called out today, and that is it. So we continue to hope that is the way we go forward. Now, I have always talked about the bloodletting in the Middle Belt. It's very unfortunate. Somebody liking this blood baths now as an agenda of the APC, the unwritten agenda of the APC. And I agree. It will take a Peter Obi government to sanitize and infuse the real security in Nigeria. If that man doesn't become president, Nigeria will continue to wallow in bloodbath. It's unfortunate I am saying it, but that is the way it is. Today, he has even tweeted about the poor security challenges that Nigerians continue to face, the bloodbath that is continuing in the Middle Belt, and of course, every other part of the country. But it is more particular in the Middle Belt. I do not understand why Buhari will stay there and allow Nigerians to die. Enough of this bloodbath, please. These are Nigerians in the Middle Belt. These are their ancestral lands. Nobody will take them away from their ancestral land. Whatever their plan is, it will not work. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. I just want to buttress what you said. By playing a short clip for Nigerians, listen just 1 minute clip from Dati when you said, when we say this stuff, it looks like people are just saying it. I think Dati did justice to this. This is our space snippet.
Calls of the people violating the constitution, let them even go ahead, even if they swear in Tinubu Shetima on 29th of May. They are swearing in an unconstitutional government. Nothing will change it. I am not a careless, reckless speaker. I am working with the constitution there, that document, right, you just read. I'm following it. And I dare to tell you that swearing in Tinubu and Shetima is as good as swearing in the Nigerian army on 29th of May. If you swear in people that have not satisfied the requirement, you have, by so doing, ended democracy. The crisis I'm telling you now is that this our democracy is going to end. By the way we are going, this democracy is going to end on the 29th of May, 2023. Please write it. You know my name. I am very, very happy to say it. You know my name. You know, I will, because those are extreme thoughts. You know why? Because there are allowable language to be used on television, especially as it relates to our nation and the unity of the country. Put your question and let me answer you. Put your question. I know what I'm saying. If there is an official... If you read the Constitution... Is it not left to the court to decide otherwise? This is already decided by the court.
Tell him.
But the authority in charge of the election gave a declaration. If you are afraid for some things, don't ask for them. I am not afraid. I will, as a citizen of the country, by the ethics and the guidelines of my profession, live by it. Yes. What is lawful? And I hope that you're a lawful citizen of the country. Very, very and so whatever the stipulation of the law guides, if you are agreed about something, you go to the court to seek redress, isn't it? This document is a product of the legal system.
100.
It has been signed into law by the President, Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe in this document. That is why I'm so lawful. That is why I'm so confident. And that is why however extreme it is, I am saying it on national TV.
Thank you very much, Dati. We all resonate what you're saying on national TV. We are saying our own also on national space. Swearing in a drug dealer is unconstitutional.
Sadat,
And
you know,
it
Kosam,
signals
shut
the
up,
end.
you short dwarf. Shut up, let him talk.
That's your dwarf.